that you understand how it works. So basically what happens is they will tell you an amount that the debtor pays me. So it would be amount that I receive, that I will put in my bank. Okay? Then I'm going to tell you, oh, there was discount. Ne? And those two together will make the debtor's debt less. You see? So let me, maybe I think instead of just doing the columns like this, if I can just quickly show you how we will do it, like in a debtor's ledger, for instance, right? So if I look at the debtor's ledger, let's take Kent. So Kent, remember, a debtor's ledger works just like a debtor's control because he's also an asset. So he has got a balance of 3,300. Ne? So now I say to you, he pays me. In other words, I received money. So I can write receipt, I can write bank statements. Okay? And he pays me 3,100. Ne?
Can I ask, why don't we write 3,300 because he's setting his account?
No. You first want to show how much money you received, because you didn't receive the full 3,300.
Okay.
You received 3,200. 3,100. Meaning, how much does he owe me now? 200. Can you see, if I look at my books now, I put the 3,100 into the bank. Okay. But now there's a problem, because they tell me that he settled his debt. Meaning, after he paid me the 3,100, his balance is supposed to be 0. But it's not. So how's the only way for it to become 0? Is by subtracting 200. And if I subtract the 200 from his account, it will mean, oh, it had to be discount. So now what I do is, if I look here, can you see? I show the 3,100. I show the 200. Ne? How much in total did his debt decrease? It was decreased with the 3,100 and the 2. And that's how I get the 3,300. You guys see it? Let's do the one that you all struggled with, this 1,200 one. So if I look at this one, I'm recording it. So I will put the link on there. So if I look at Lane, how much does Lane owe me? 2,200. And it's still a plus minus because she's a debtor. Now they tell me she pays me. How does she pay me? What does she pay me? 1,200. How much is the debt going to decrease with 1,200? So now she owes me 1,000. You see? Can you see in the bank I put 1,200? Okay. My bank is always the physical cash I got, the money that came into my bank. Now they say, oh, you know what? We also then allowed 100 Rand discount. Can you see? I'm not going to go now and say, oh, let's make this 1,001. I'm not going to do that. That 1,002 is already in my books. It's already in my bank. But now I say, oh, because you paid early, I'm going to give you a discount of 100. Meaning you don't owe me 1,000 anymore. You now only owe me 900. You see? So now, can you see? I put the 1,002 in the bank, the 100 in the discount. Okay? Now, how much did his debt decrease? Can you see, with both the bank and the discount? So it gives me 1,003. Okay. The other method, the only thing I do here is I don't show the total debt. Ne? In other words, what's happening is I take that column away. Can you see? I literally show what I receive and what's discount. And then I go and I say on top, that debtors control, I now make a on top of them. There's the bank amount, there's the discount amount. That's the only thing what's different. Is everybody sharp? Yes. So now when I post, I know, first of all, my debtors are going to decrease. And if I look here, I can most now see how much is my debtors control? 8.1. It decreases with 8.1. My bank has got a total receipts, and if I look there, it's 7,625. And my discount is an expense, so it goes to the debit side, which makes sense, because if I look here, can you see, this side is only 7,625, and this side is 8.1. How much am I shorting? 475. And can you see that 475 is the discount? And I know in a ledger the sides have to be equal. So I need to put the 725 here. Okay? Because can you now see that why are you so ugly to me? So, you see, you don't stop. 475. Okay, so now can you see the 7,625 and the 475 will give me the 8.1. Okay. Yes.
Why do you write total receipts and not debtors control?
Oh, because in this case I'm posting a journal and I'm posting totals. It's my just, it won't be wrong if you wrote debtors control, right? It's just that I will very seldomly in a test give you only debtors.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
So if you did write here debtors control, it's perfectly right. Okay. And here you will also write debtors control CRJ. If you posted the second journal, in other words, I ask you to post this one, then you would just show it separate. Your receipts is going to be 7,625 and your discount 475, and it still adds up to 8.1. And I can tell you in a test, I will mark both. The only problem is that if I give you this one, you're going to have to, you can't take the bank. You're going to have to go calculate how much you actually received. Okay, and then it can become a bit confusing. Okay, I also want to make sure with this, please listen. If I leave out the bank column, how will I get the bank?
Subtracting the debtors and the discount.
That's it. Can you see? I will subtract the discount from the debtors because this isn't cash. Okay. Any other questions? I also want to just quickly show you, please listen. I want to show you on the equation right at the bottom there. So let's use the 1,900 and the 100. If I do the AOL, can you see once again your debtors is on the one side because why? The bank and discount is on the debit side. Let's look again. Can you see the bank and discount is on the debit side? And the debtors is on the credit side. Okay? Now, can you see? The guy paid me 1,009 and we gave him 100 discount. So if I have to make this a logical thing, the money, my money becomes more with 1,009. My expense, meaning, becomes more, meaning my profit becomes less with 100. The debt of the debtor becomes less with 2,000. So can you see, my debtor control decreases with 2,000 in the assets, but my bank only increase with 1,009 in the assets, because the other 100 rand I'm never going to receive.
Yes.
And that's why I put it with the expense, because in the end it's going to make my profit less. Is everybody sharp?
Yes.